Dan Charbonneau here, and today it is my privilege to be talking to Jeremy Cioara, our superstar rock star trainer.
Wow.
So, Jeremy, first of all, thank you for flying out from, is it Phoenix that you're from, or
Phoenix,
is it Scottsdale?
Arizona. Phoenix,
All
Arizona.
right. Cardinal fan?
Well, yes, but I'm a longtime Cardinal fan.
Okay, so not just the Super Bowl.
Right, exactly.
Excellent.
But, yeah.
And so what do you think of losing Kurt Warner, Anquan Bolden, Antrell Roll?
It's not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty.
It's going to be rough
my Cardinal fanness may have to drop off the bandwagon. It's tough because Kurt Warner actually went to my church, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Is
he a nice guy?
He is. He's
you
a
always
really
want to
cool guy.
hear the people who know the athletes are the nice guys.
Well, I would. If you were to mention my name to him, he would not recognize anything.
Oh,
but
baloney.
I've seen him.
He'd say, Jeremy? Yeah, I've seen some of his videos.
yeah, for sure.
All right, so I wanted to ask you about the new series that's coming out that you're going to be working on. That was your brainchild, your baby, called the CCNA Labs.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. Where did that come from, and how's that going to translate to the training?
Sure. Well, CCNA Labs was something that I did. Probably it was a concept I came up with a long time ago after the CCIE series. Cisco keeps making their certifications more and more real world, to where it's, if somebody hasn't really done a lot of the configurations worked on Cisco devices, it's going to be very difficult to pass the exam. So what CCNA Lab is all about, and my idea for that is to take it from a concept of you walk into a business and nothing's there. Or maybe there's something there, but nobody really knows how it got there. Meaning, you walk in and people are saying, oh, well, we store our files on that Windows box over there. I think it's Windows, and so where do you go from there? Kind of speccing it out, looking at the design of this, saying, okay, well, here's the best practice from a Cisco mindset of how we can do this, and then build the network. I want to create a series where people can walk through a real world mindset of, okay, you've walked into maybe 3 different case study businesses. Now it's time to build their organization, build the network so that it meets whatever needs that organization needs, and it's going to include every CCNA concept to where when you get to network address translation, it's going to fit in like, okay, these guys now need internet access. Let's set up NAT. Let's configure this. Oh, they just got hacked. Let's talk about access lists. Talk about a lot of the security methods. So I think CCNA Lab is going to put a real world spin on it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe down the road look at like CCNP labs and things like that, to where it can take all those concepts and put them into just a real world walking into a company. How would I use this sort of thing?
All right, excellent. I'm very excited to see that series.
Psyched. I'm really psyched.
For those of you who don't know, and I don't know if you know this, but our #1 best-selling video series of all time has always been CCNA.
Oh wow! No.
Throughout the years, it's always the top seller for each month. It's always the thing that people have most interest in, and it's one of those certifications. I've got 27 different certification tests that I've taken. Mm-hmm. I've got Novell, Microsoft, Cisco. Right. But I'll tell you, my CCNA, when I passed that, I was the most proud. Mm-hmm. When I got that cert in the mail, I felt the best about it. And when I go to a job and I say I got CCNA, I seem to get more respect from that than I do anything else. And so, the Cisco certifications, like you're talking about, they're getting more real world. Mm-hmm. They put a lot of effort into making sure that is a valuable tool that companies can use in order to find quality people.
Absolutely.
The way I think about Cisco certifications, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you actually have to know and be able to do technical things.
Right.
Not downplaying the Microsoft certifications or anything else, but if you have a Cisco certification, there's a little nerd in you.
Yeah, I totally would agree with you. I came from a similar background. I actually started back in Windows NT teaching MCSE stuff, and got all MCSE and Novell and so on. And around 2000 is when I went into Cisco, and it was one of those I'm starting over kind of things. And I can say I got tired of Microsoft. I got tired of Novell, to where after so long, you can only create so many users, so many printers, and things like that. And it's like, okay, it's the same thing, different day. Not to downplay those. There's definitely a huge play for that. But I'm telling you, when you get into Cisco, like getting the CCNA is awesome. It's one of those total feel-good moments. But you just can't get enough. And I will say, you will never reach the end of Cisco. Yeah, I've gone through the CCIE, which is where they say, oh, you're at the end, but you're not. It's kind of like, oh wow, now I know how much I don't know, and then you go back and all the different tracks, and you'll never stop learning, and it never stops being cool. That's the fun part about it.
Awesome. All right, thank you very much, Jeremy.
No problem.